to complete dream transfer. Journalist to Liverool. Step-up interest and inform Bournemouth star Antoine Schmio credit goes to Lewis Steele of the Daily Mail for the original story that reignited discussion surrounding the future of Bournemouth winger Antoine Schmio. The Ghanaian international is currently enjoying the best spell of his Premier League career, and with his outstanding form, it's hardly a surprise that some of Europe's top clubs, including Liverpool, have started to monitor his progress closely ahead of the 2025 summer window, according to Liverpool Confidential. Sources within the club suggest that the Premier League champions are among several elite sides tracking the 25-year-old attacker. One insider reportedly stated that Bournemouth would demand around £75 million for Schmio if any club attempts to sign him next summer. The winger has made an explosive start to the campaign, recording 6 goals and 3 assists in just 8 league appearances so far. A January move, however, appears to be almost entirely off the table. Bournemouth are said to be extremely reluctant to even open discussions about a potential sale during the mid-season window. Given how crucial Schmio has become under manager Andon Iraola, only a monumental bid would even tempt the Cherries to reconsider their stance, and it's clear they hold a very strong position in negotiations, rising stock and changing. Perception Schmio's rise in output has transformed the narrative around his potential. He's not merely adding goals, he's consistently shaping games with his dynamic movement, aggressive ball, carrying, and end product. His combination of pace, strength, and technical sharpness fits the modern elite forward prototype that data-driven clubs, such as Liverpool, are always scouting, as the Daily Mail noted. Bournemouth are in a healthy financial situation, following recent profitable player sales, including the transfer of Milos. Kirk goes to Liverpool, and now find themselves 4th in the Premier League table, pushing for an unlikely European qualification spot. Given their strong position both on and off the field, there is no urgent reason for Bournemouth to cash in on one of their most prized assets. In fact, sources have suggested that only an astronomical offer would persuade the club to consider letting Schmio leave in January. Even a £75 million summer valuation could rise significantly if his form continues through the remainder of the campaign. Possible release clause uncertainty there. There's also speculation surrounding a potential release clause that might come into play in 2026. For now, reports indicate that this clause remains unconfirmed, adding another layer of intrigue for clubs, considering the timing of their approach. If such a clause does exist, the exact figure and activation conditions could heavily influence when top clubs decide to make their move. Clubs monitoring the situation, it's not only Liverpool showing interest. Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United reportedly explored the possibility of signing Schmio last summer, but were quickly put off by Bournemouth's hefty asking price. Chelsea are also believed to admire his profile, while Bayern Munich might emerge as contenders depending on how their pursuit of Michael Allies develops. However, Liverpool appear to hold a subtle advantage in the race. Sporting director Richard Hughes knows Schmio well. He was the one who originally brought the player to Bournemouth from Bristol City in 2023. Hughes maintained strong professional ties with the South Coast club, and that personal connection could help smooth any potential negotiations. Interestingly, Liverpool reportedly considered signing Schmio last summer, but ultimately decided against bringing in another wide attacker. The reasoning behind that decision was to avoid blocking the development of promising academy prospect Rio Ngumoha. It was a strategic choice aimed at protecting Liverpool's youth pathway. Though the opening months of this season have exposed a slight shortage of depth in the wide positions, tactical fit for Liverpool, Schmio's attributes align closely with Liverpool's recruitment philosophy. He's capable of playing across the front line, left, right, or centrally, and offers the pace, power, and pressing intensity that Arne Slot's system thrives on. His ability to carry the ball over long distances, break defensive lines, and contribute both goals and assists makes him an ideal modern forward for a high-energy side like Liverpool. From a data analytics standpoint, Schmio fits the club's preference for forwards who can combine physical resilience with direct goal contributions. His statistical output this season matches Liverpool's long-term recruitment trends, especially as the club prepares for life beyond the peak years of some of its current attacking stars. Anfield. Index analysis, our view from our perspective. Semenyo fits the classic Liverpool transfer pattern, a player identified early, monitored for at least a year, and then signed once his consistency is proven. The connection with Richard Hughes cannot be overlooked. His familiarity with Semenyo's qualities and personality could make negotiations smoother and faster if the Reds decide to press ahead. That said, the price tag will be a major sticking point. With Bournemouth demanding a figure of £75 million or more, Liverpool will have